Good evening, everyone. Good evening and welcome to Damien Memorial School's virtual open house. My name is Brent Limos. I'm the Director of Admissions at Damien Memorial School. It gives me great pleasure to welcome you to our campus virtually for some of you the first time. It is our custom at Damien before we begin anything at all, whether it be an assembly or our lunch periods or our classes, that we begin with a prayer. So I'd like to introduce one of our seniors from student government, Ariana Gonzalez, who will lead us in prayer this evening. Ariana?
In the name of the Father, and of the Son, and of the Holy Spirit. Heavenly Father, we thank you for gathering us here on this open house evening to allow our prospective students and parents an opportunity to learn more about our Damien community. We thank you for all those who have planned this event, our administration, faculty, staff, and students, and all those who have taken their time from their busy schedules to be here tonight. We ask that you bless our time this evening, that it be productive and meaningful for all of those who are in attendance, and that our new families truly get a feel for what makes Damien such a great school. Please let this evening aid our prospective students and parents in making informed decisions about their future. Bless our interactions, bless our conversations, watch over us this evening, and keep us safe during our time here and on our journey home. We ask this through Christ our Lord. Amen. In the name of the Father, and of the Son, and of the Holy Spirit. Amen.
Thank you so much, Ariana. Ladies and gentlemen, to begin our evening, we have several members of our administration who would like to formally welcome you to Damien and share their thoughts about the Damien experience. To start off, I would like to introduce our head of school, Dr. Kyle Adebayo. Dr. Adebayo?
Thank you, Mr. Limos. Aloha and good evening. Welcome to Damien Memorial School and our Spring 2022 virtual open house. Although we would much rather see you in person, COVID-19 has allowed us the opportunity to become very familiar with virtual presentations and online interaction. We are very grateful that you have chosen to take the time to be with us this evening, and we realize that you are at a critical point in deciding where your child will be this fall. As head of school and alumnus of the class of 1984, my Monarch status has spanned several decades. Damien continues to be a special place for me, and it is my hope that it can become just as special a place for your child and family. We opened our doors in 1962, and I'm very excited to share that we celebrate our 60th anniversary this year. We've gathered a special group of people who helped to make Damien the unique place that it is. Through your visit tonight, you too will realize the value that Damien can bring to your child's educational journey. Please enjoy your visit, ask a lot of questions, and if you would like to take a more in-depth look at our school, please do not hesitate to contact our admissions office for an in-person visit. Once again, mahalo for your time, good luck with your school search, and we would love to welcome you to campus in the fall. Aloha.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Dr. Adebayo. Next up, I would like to introduce our Dean of Academics, Mrs. Gail Vanata, who would also like to welcome you to our open house this evening. Mrs. Vanata?
Thank you, Mr. Limos. Aloha and welcome to our Damien Memorial Open House. My name is Gail Vanata, and I am the Dean of Academics. We are pleased that you have taken the time to join us to learn more about the Damien difference. What is the Damien difference? What distinguishes Damien Memorial from other independent schools? Like other independent schools, Damien Memorial offers a college preparatory program from honors to advanced placement courses. Damien Memorial proudly boasts that more than 98% of our graduates continue on to a four-year college or university. The profile of a Damien graduate is a student who is prepared to excel in higher education and ready to meet the challenges of their future. Employers are seeking candidates that have good character qualities such as honesty, loyalty, a good work ethic, and the ability to think critically and work collaboratively. These are the characteristic traits that we seek to foster at Damien Memorial. That is the Damien difference. The Damien difference can readily be seen in the moral character of our students, in the way that they interact with one another, with their teachers, and how they demonstrate their faith within the community. Theodore Roosevelt said, "To educate a person in mind and not in morals is to educate a menace to society." I'd like people to think about that. To educate to the mind, but not to morals, is to educate a menace to society. Those were very bold words, and they continue to resonate today. That is the Damien difference, an emphasis on educating the whole child, educating to the heart. Damien Memorial offers a traditional Catholic value-centered education. Our staff are dedicated to developing the whole child by fostering spiritual growth and emphasizing the importance of elevating society through faith, volunteerism, and philanthropy. So what is the Damien difference? If you want a quality and challenging college preparatory education, that is the Damien difference. If you want traditional Catholic values at the core of your child's education experience, that is the Damien difference. If you want a program that educates the whole child and promotes character and service, that is the Damien difference. If you want a program that focuses on 21st century learner skills to help your child meet the challenges in the future, that is the Damien difference. If you want to experience the Damien difference, we invite you to join our school community and be part of the great legacy of excellence and service. Mahalo for joining us. If you have any questions, please feel free to reach out. Until then, ahui ho malama pono. Back to you, Mr. Limos.
Thank you, Mrs. Vanata. And last but certainly not least, I'd like to introduce our Dean of Academics, Ms. Nicole Paishan, who would also like to welcome you to Damien. Ms. Paishan?
Thank you, Mr. Limos. Good evening, everyone, and welcome to Damien Memorial. It is good to have you with us this evening to share with you just a glimpse of who we are as Damien Memorial Monarchs. I am blessed to work with a dedicated faculty and staff who create an atmosphere conducive to setting our students up for success and who truly care about who is sitting in their classrooms each day, whether it physically on campus or via Zoom as we find ourselves this evening. More than having the opportunity to work with the faculty and staff, I am truly humbled to work with such amazing students and families. Like our students, I am a proud product of Catholic education here in Hawaii and have worked in the Catholic school system for the last 15 years. The students here at Damien are among the most caring, compassionate, energized, and driven students I've had the pleasure of working with. They make me laugh on a daily basis, and more often than not, I learn valuable lessons from them. A Damien Memorial education prepares students with not only the coursework, but the skills and confidence to be college ready and able to handle any challenges that may come into their future, whether in person or online. Because of our tight-knit community, where we provide a safe, nurturing, faith-filled, and supportive environment, it's not unusual to see faculty and staff interacting with students during break periods, while eating breakfast or lunch in the cafeteria, during after-school tutorials, or at many of the events and sporting showcases held here on campus or around the island. Student life on campus is bustling with the many club opportunities available, as well as the driving force of our student government to create fun and memorable experiences for us throughout the year. Welcoming students back on campus at the start of this academic year was a true joy. The sound of students walking and talking in our halls is something I will no longer take for granted. The expectations of our Damien Memorial students are high: respect, responsibility, and community-mindedness, sharing in the same vision and mission of the Edmund Rice Christian Brothers and the example set forth for us by Saints Damien and Saint Marianne. Our motto, Viriliter Age, act courageously, to me means being at your best, always showing respect for yourself and others, reaching out to those in our community who are in need, and being able to empower others through our words and our actions. Every year at graduation, as students receive their diplomas, ready to embark on whatever their futures may hold, it is with great pride that we look at them and know that they are now filled with the skills necessary in order to reach their goals, to explore their passions, and to become meaningful community members wherever their lives may take them, truly mottoing and living Viriliter Age. I am grateful to have had this opportunity to speak with you this evening. I encourage you, if you have any questions, please stop by our website at damien.edu and do not hesitate to give us a call or shoot us an email, and we'd be happy to answer any questions you may have. We want you to learn more about our school community and what it takes to be a Damien Memorial Monarch. Have a great evening, everyone. Mr. Limos, back to you.
Thank you so much, Ms. Paishan. Ladies and gentlemen, we have some very special guests who join us tonight to share a little bit about their experience at Damien. I truly believe that probably the best testimonials we can get are from our alumni, those who've come through Damien, walked through our halls, experienced our curriculum, our extracurricular activities, the community of the school. Here to share a little bit about his experience at Damien, we have 2017 graduate Caleb Burnett, who is joining us all the way from New York. Caleb?
Mr. Lebo, can you hear me?
Yes, yes.
All right, aloha. Good evening, everyone. Thank you so much for taking time of your evening to take part in this event and for showing interest in my alma mater, Damien. It means a lot to know that the school I went to is still growing to this day. So my name is Caleb Burnett. I am a 2017 graduate of Damien Memorial School, and I'm very honored and thankful to share a few minutes with you all tonight. I'm currently a senior or a firstie at the United States Military Academy at West Point, also known as Army, and I'll be graduating from West Point in May, and I'll commission as a United States Army Armor Officer. My younger brother Joshua is also a Damien graduate, class of 2021, and he's currently at the West Point Prep School and will enter the academy in the fall. So although it's been nearly 5 years since I graduated from Damien, I learned so many lessons from my time there, and some of my closest friends to this day are those that I made in high school. So Mr. Rudy Alejo, the Dean of Students during my 4 years at Damien, would say that Damien is just a short station on your journey throughout life, but it's a time that you'll always cherish. Reflecting on those years, Damien truly changed my life. And much of what I learned from that school, I still use to this day. And there's three main things. The number one reason why my family chose to send me to Damien is because of his Catholic background. It's and also faith. I give a lot of credit to my parents and my family for first teaching me to love God, but my time at Damien truly strengthened my faith. The Christian brothers, teachers, mentors at Damien played an incredible role in leading me on my faith journey, and spiritual events such as Mass, prayer services, and retreats all played key roles in strengthening my faith. I'll never forget my first semester at West Point. I was 4,000 miles away from home. I had no family or friends anywhere nearby, but I did have one thing, and that was my faith. And when I needed it most, it carried me through. To my faith, I give much of the credit to Damien. The second is teamwork. I was incredibly blessed to have been on so many of Damien's athletic teams and clubs, in which each of them taught me the importance about team building. So whether it's on the gridiron or the Damien football field, planning events with student government, such as fundraisers and prom, and also outreach events, with the National Honor Society. Each of these organizations taught me how to solve complex problems while learning to work with people from all different backgrounds. I'll never forget when I was interviewing for West Point, one of the questions they asked was, how will you be able to lead teams with people from all different backgrounds? And I immediately thought back of my time at Damien with that question, because Damien, the student body is made up of students from all different backgrounds, whether it's with Catholic families, from non-Catholic families, from local families, from military families, and from all different ethnic backgrounds. All of the team building leadership experiences I gained from those organizations, I still carry on at my time at West Point. And lastly is perseverance. My senior quote at Damien was from Super Bowl winning head coach for the Green Bay Packers, Vince Lombardi, who once said, "It's not whether you get knocked down, but it's whether you get back up." Damien taught me to never quit despite all the challenges that the road had in store. And I always knew that the people I surrounded myself at Damien always believed in me and that giving up was never an option. I made so many mistakes in high school, whether it's academically or athletically. And even today at my time in college, I still fail all the time. But the resilience that I gained at my time at Damien convinced me to keep going. So if there's one thing that Damien instills in its graduates that separates us from any other school, it's an invisible trait, and that's character. It's the willingness to be a community leader, to reach out to those in need, to possess a strong work ethic, to have a faith life, and also to be humble. That is the quality that all Damien graduates have. And to this day, I'm extremely thankful to God, to my family, to my parents, to call myself a graduate of this school. So to all you aspiring monarchs out there, I wish you the best on your journey. And remember that this is just a short station on your life journey, but one that you always remember. Aloha, go Monarchs, Village Raje, and God bless. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Caleb. We'll let him go gracefully, as I know it's a 5-hour difference on the East Coast, and at the academy, it's probably way past his bedtime. So parents, I know for a fact that a lot of you are looking for a program where your sons and daughters are challenged academically, spiritually, socially, and having a lot of fun along the way. So we felt it was vital to give you a parent perspective this evening. So we're very blessed to have Mr. and Mrs. O'Connor who will be joining us this evening to share a few words. And Mr. and Mrs. O'Connor actually don't have one, not two, but have 3 children who've attended Damien Memorial School. So Mr. and Mrs. O'Connor, the floor is yours.
Wow, because what's his name? Josh used to talk about.
Thank you, Brent. I think we had some background noise, but I think that's been muted. Hopefully everybody can hear me okay. Everything good, Brent? Can you hear us? Hi, Brent, can you hear us?
Yes.
Okay, thank you. Sorry about that. Okay, everybody, thank you. I think this is the second or third year we've done this, and we very much look forward to doing it. My name's Ted O'Connor. Here's my lovely wife, Dora. Just to give you a little background about ourselves. We moved here in 2015. I'm a Jersey boy, grew up in the Philadelphia area, and my lovely wife grew up here in Honolulu, around Pearl Harbor. We both were in the Navy when we met many years ago. So go Navy, even though Caleb is a very respectable young man, and Josh. Talk about community. Our son TJ, who's a freshman at Creighton, one of his best friends is Josh. So we wish both those guys good luck in their Army pursuits. But anyway, in 2015, basically we came here. All our kids went to Holy Family. And Ellie was actually the first kid who had to decide what high school she wanted to go to. And we've been blessed. All our kids are good students. And she really could have went anywhere. And she really did choose Damien, and that was her choice. Now, my lovely wife's brothers had been alumni of Damien. So I think that came into play a little bit. But Ellie as Brent will tell you, Ellie is a very independent young lady, and she was determined to make a decision based on what she found out in researching schools. And at that time, when I told coworkers and people that my Ellie is a freshman at Damien, they were perplexed. They're like, "Well, we thought Damien was still all boys." So it was at that time where the transition to being all boys to being co-ed was going on. And I think Damien made the right decision there, going co-ed. When you see all the great young ladies that are going through the school. So basically, with Ellie, she was the first, and we are so happy she chose that. Our other sons, TJ and Francis, soon followed. Ellie participated in a number of activities, including yearbook, photography, Key Club, campus ministry, and soccer. And she had she met a lot of friends she keeps in touch with today. And more importantly, she got a great education. TJ soon followed. He just graduated last year. TJ was a avid paddler and an avid baseball player. and he enjoyed his time at Damien just as much. As Caleb spoke about teamwork and leadership, TJ learned those on the field and on the water, as well as in the classroom as well. And then Francis, our youngest, he's a sophomore now. He's all baseball. Francis is all baseball. He's looking forward to this baseball season. Timo built a great program at Damien, and Skylar is really continuing to, and we're looking forward to see what Coach Skylar is going to do with Damien baseball. Franny, as a sophomore, has been named a captain, so we're looking forward to that. And Francis is also academically, doing great. He's got a 4.14, and it is at the top of the class, not at the top, but he's doing well. Yeah. So I'll let my wife jump in here. I don't want to take up all the anything you want to mention about our 3 kids.
Well, the fact is that we have 3 kids, and you're probably wondering, wow, that's like a tuition. But luckily, we've been blessed that Damien allows for sibling discounts. And with Francis, we were blessed enough to get an academic scholarship. So, they'll work with you. There's
military discounts as well. So there's a lot of programs that they do have. The reasons why we chose Damien: Catholic education, number one. That's the foundation of our family. That's how Dora's family was. She was raised in her family. That's how I was raised in my family. I'm a Jesuit educated guy, but we have similar thoughts as Christian brothers: community, giving back, being one for others, caring about society, and volunteering. So very similar qualities. Although Jesuits were a little bit more rebels, we don't always follow the rules. I think Christian brothers do a better job of that. So Catholic education, quality. Damien is a quality school and a very good value for a school. There's more expensive schools on this island. I'm not going to tell you that I think they're better or not, but I would tell you that Damien is a very high quality program. Our kids got into the colleges they wanted to get into. Our kids got some scholarship money for the colleges they wanted to go to. I don't think you can ask more for that, more than that. Family is very important at Damien. You don't have to be from Damien. You don't have to have alumni from Damien. Your dad or mom doesn't have to be from Damien. You will become part of the family. It's open arms. You're part of the community. But as it's been said before, we know Josh, we know Caleb. Brent, he can ask me anything, anytime, and I'll jump and I'll do it. I couldn't even tell you what Brent's title is. And I don't care what his title is. He's part of the family. My mother-in-law taught Brent many, many years ago. So it's like, that's the way the community is. The counselors are great. They help the kids get through their college selection, making sure they're doing, they're taking the SATs, making sure they're applying to schools, making sure they're getting their federal aid submissions done. The counselors are great. The teachers are great. The classes are small enough. If you need extra help, they're going to be there for extra help. Mrs. Paishan is a great principal. Brother Hall. It's always great to have the ordained member within the school Catholic community. I always feel, and Brother Hall is a great role model for the kids. So we can't say enough of the kids. Of the school, and again, our kids have done great. Ellie's a junior at University of San Francisco. She's on target to graduate a semester early. She's in the occupational therapy program. TJ's at Creighton University. Again, he's a freshman. He loves it. He's in the physical therapy program. And all of this is because of Damien. It was funny when Ellie was first applying to schools. I was a little offended because she wasn't applying to any Catholic schools. It's like, what the heck's going on? I didn't say anything to her, but it was like I was talking to Dora. It's like, why is she applying to any Catholic schools? And here she is. And in the end, she ended up at the University of San Francisco. So we're thrilled. Anything else you want to say?
I'm good.
Yeah, like we can't recommend it anything. I mean, we can't give any more higher recommendation. Brent's a great guy. If you have any questions, feed them through Brent, and Brent feed them to me and Dora, and we'll ask you any questions anytime.
Thank you so much, Mr. and Mrs. O'Connor, for spending this evening with us and sharing some of your thoughts about Damien. We really appreciate it. All right, so parents and students, I know that we're in the middle of the pandemic, and as much as we would love to have you here in person, it's just not kind of safe right now. So what we did is we decided to give you a virtual tour of our campus, which will be given live, play-by-play by our student ambassadors. So to start off our tour, I'd like to introduce one of our senior ambassadors, Amber Godefroy. Amber?
Hey everyone, I'm Amber Godfrey, like Mr. Lemos said, and I'm a senior, class of 2022. I've attended Damien since the 9th grade, and I love it. I just wanted to start off with a little history lesson. So Damien Memorial School was founded in 1962 by the Congregation of Christian Brothers. That's a Catholic religious order with 17 schools across the United States and Canada. And like mentioned before, we were originally an all-boys school, but we transitioned to a co-educational institution in 2012. And we're a Catholic college preparatory middle and high school, grades 6 through 12, and our population is roughly 600 students. Per grade for middle school is about 50, and per grade for high school is about 115, my bad. And the building I'm currently in is our Welcome Center, very beautiful. And it was originally a residence for the Christian Brothers that taught here. But today it houses our main office, that's on our first floor, our head of school office, our assistant head of school office, admissions office down there, our development and advancement office, alumni relations, campus ministry, as well as our faculty lounge, logo shop, and several conference rooms. And let's just get a little, oh, look at the sunset, super cute. Yep, that's all from me. Back to you, Mr. Lemos.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Amber. Ladies and gentlemen, as mentioned by some of our alumni and our parent speakers, Catholic identity is a big part of our campus. Here to talk a little bit about our Catholic identity, how it's reflected in our curriculum, our extracurricular activities, as well as show you our chapel, I would like to introduce Ayani and Ruel, two of our junior student ambassadors. Ayani, Ruel.
I'm Ruel Rivera, class of 2023. I have attended Damien Memorial since the 6th grade.
And I'm Ronnie Park, also a junior here at Damien. I've attended Damien since 7th grade, and we are here to share with you one of the most special places on our campus. The building I'm in is called our St. Damien Chapel. It is named after our patron St. Damien of Molokai, who was canonized as a saint in the Catholic Church in 2008.
Damien is a Catholic school, and it is something we are very proud of. It is reflected in our curriculum, our everyday practices, and extracurricular activities.
Students take religion or theology every year at Damien. Prayer is said to start the day, before each class or activity, and before lunch. We have liturgies or prayer services each month, corresponding to the Catholic liturgical calendar. We also have several retreat programs and community service programs for the various grade levels.
While we are a Catholic school, students of all faiths are welcome here. Roughly 60% of our students are Catholic, and the remaining 40% of our students are of other faiths or religious denominations. You can learn more about our religion program by joining the Religion Zoom breakout room following this portion of the program.
And now we'd like to give you one more final look at our beautiful Damien Chapel.
Let's turn the camera around. Okay, here you go. All right, back to you, Mr. Lemos.
Thank you so much, Ruel and Ayani. Parents, students, I know for a fact that academics is probably the primary reason you look for a middle and high school. You want to make sure you have a good academic program. Here to talk a little bit about our academic program, as well as share what one of our classrooms look like, I would like to introduce Thea and Alan, two of our other student ambassadors. Thea, Alan.
Hi, so I'm Ermathea, and I've attended Damien Memorial since the 9th grade, and I'm now a junior, class of 2023.
And I'm Alan Toralva, also a junior at Damien. I've attended since 8th grade. Right now, we are in Damien Science Labs in the Weinberg Foundation Wing, and we'd like to talk to you a little bit about our academic program.
So as mentioned earlier, Damien is a fully accredited college preparatory, middle, and high school, and we are accredited by the National Catholic Educational Association and the Western Association of Schools and Colleges and the Hawaii Association of Independent Schools.
We boast a 98% college placement rate among our graduates.
We have over 30 fully air-conditioned classrooms, all equipped with 65-inch televisions and Apple TVs synced to faculty computers and iPads for an integrated learning experience.
There's the TV, and the ACs are over here.
We'll give you a full look of the classroom when we're done talking about it.
Our students are issued MacBook Airs, and we use ebooks instead of traditional textbooks.
We require 26 credits for your graduation, as well as 30 hours of community service annually for the high school level.
Our dress code, once traditional shirt and tie, has adapted with our move to go educational, and now students wear dry fit polo shirts, khaki shorts, or plaid shorts, and athletic shoes.
So we'll give you one final look at the classroom, if I can figure out how to turn the camera around. Okay.
There's Ari, and here's the TV.
Okay, let me see how to do this. You can learn more about our academic offerings by joining the subject area Zoom room following this portion of the program. That's all from the classroom. Back to you, Mr. Limos.
Thank you so much, Thea and Alan. Parents and students, in an effort to make sure that we produce well-rounded students who are prepared for their future, I know for a fact that athletics plays a huge role in student life. Here to talk a little bit about our athletic program and show you probably the biggest building on our campus, our gymnasium. I would like to reintroduce Ayani and Ruel, who you met earlier in our chapel, and they'll show you a little bit about our gym and talk about our sports program. Ayani, Ruel.
Hi, everyone. We'd like to show you one of our most popular buildings on campus. Welcome to Bishop Scanlon Gymnasium, which seats 1,000 people and has 6 baskets, allowing for 2 full courts simultaneously.
Damien is in the Interscholastic League of Honolulu, which is comprised of almost all the private schools on Oahu.
We field athletic teams in 17 ILH sports, including football, basketball, volleyball, baseball, softball, soccer, wrestling, tennis, canoe paddling, golf, bowling, swimming, cross country, track and field, judo, and cheerleading.
Our teams are competitive. Our girls volleyball team is currently ranked #1 in ILH Division II, and last year during the pandemic, because there was no state tournament, our boys volleyball team took first place in ILH. Our boys basketball placed 4th in the state 2 years ago in Division I and took first in the state 3 years ago in Division II. Our girls volleyball team took first in the state last year. Our boys baseball team took first in the state 3 years ago, and our boys football team was ILH champion for 3 consecutive years from 2015 to 2017.
Our gym is open to students before and after school, unless our various sports teams require use of the court. There are classrooms upstairs for various PE health courses, as well as studios for our hula halau.
You can learn more about our athletic program by joining the athletic Zoom breakout session following this portion of the program. And here is one more final look at our gymnasium.
All right, back to you, Mr. Limos.
Thank you again, Ayani and Ruel. Ladies and gentlemen, while our gymnasium is our biggest building on campus, perhaps the most popular building on campus as far as our students are concerned is our cafeteria. Let's face it, our students enjoy a good meal. So here to show you our cafeteria, talk a little bit about our food offerings, as well as kind of give you a glimpse of the space, I'd like to reintroduce Alan and Thea, who will talk a little bit about our caf. Alan, Thea?
Hey, it's us again. I'm Alan.
And I'm Ermathea.
here to talk about the cafeteria.
Our cafeteria seats 360 students, and we have 2 lunch periods daily.
To accommodate safety procedures, our first lunch period is for our middle school to freshmen, and the second sophomores to seniors.
To practice social distance, we hold 4 people per table with shield dividers between each student.
We have our own cafeteria staff, which provides hot meals daily. Our lunch prices range from $2 to $5.
We have pizza, locomoco, fries, churros, bentos, and the special that varies daily.
We have a point-of-sale system where parents can load money into the child's account. Students may purchase lunch by scanning their school IDs, and price is deducted from their online balance.
Lining the walls of the cafeteria are several vending machines that offer healthy choices for vending machine option.
The cafeteria is open before, during, and after school, and in the mornings, the staff also serve a full breakfast menu.
Okay, so here's one last look at our cafeteria.
There's the vending machines, the snack bar,
This is where you pick up your food.
and
Okay, thank you so much, Thea and Alan. Parents and students, if you've ever driven in front of the Damien campus, it really looks like a small campus because it starts at our gym and it ends at our parking lot. But what you don't realize is we're a full 8-acre campus that extends all the way towards Coho Street. And I'd like to show a little bit about our campus towards the back, show some of our offerings in terms of our athletic field, our 300 wing, our 500 wing, other buildings we have on campus. Here to show you that, we have senior Alice who led the prayer earlier. Ari?
Hi, everyone. I'm Ariana Gonzalez, a senior here at Damien, and I've been here since the 9th grade. We'd like to walk you through the 300 building to show you the back of our campus. Behind me is the 3-story 500 wing building put together with the 400 wing, and the first floor of the 300 wing houses our middle school students grades 6th, 7th, and 8th. The 500 building houses our IET tech department, digital photography class and lab, counseling offices, our college counseling center, library, and monarch room. Our 500 building even has its own science lab on the first floor for middle school science. Our 300 building overlooks our multi-purpose athletic field where our football, soccer, track and field, and cross-country teams hold practice during the season. Alongside me is our hill overlooking the field, which has cement seating actually built into the hill for spectators and parents who wish to watch their children's sport practices. And here is a look of the back half of the campus. Back to you, Mr. Lemos.
Thank you again, Ari. Ladies and gentlemen, last but certainly not least, to show you our newest building on campus, which is our Clarence T.C. Ching Athletic Building, I would like to introduce Senior Ambassador Johnny Beetham. Johnny?
Okay. All right, everybody. Hi, I'm Johnny Beetham. I've attended Damien Memorial since 9th grade, and I'm currently in the Clarence T.C. Ching building, and this is my favorite building on campus. The Clarence T.C. Ching building is our newest facility on campus, completed in 2017. It houses a full-size weight room, which you can see behind me, open space and mats for our wrestling and judo. Wrestling actually just left. And then we also have squat racks. But we also have restroom and shower facilities. We also have batting cages adjacent to the building for our baseball team. Like our gymnasium, it is open to students for use before, during, and after school for various classes or for individual workouts. The Clarence T.C. Ching building is located at the very back of the campus on the other side of our multi-purpose athletic field. Next to the Clarence T.C. Ching building is our band room, where students, in the tradition of big band programs, learn the use of percussion, wind, and brass instruments. Aside from athletics, our students have the option to join a variety of clubs and activities on campus, including band, speech and debate, robotics, Key Club, Leo Club, National Honor Society, campus ministry, music ministry, chess club, Hawaiian club, and a variety of other clubs that vary from year to year on student interest. You can learn more about club offerings by joining the club's Zoom breakout room following this portion of the program. Before I go, here's one last look. It's not letting me flip, but there's a mat, there's a squat racks, there's a weight room. Anyway, back to you, Mr. Limos.
Thank you so much, Johnny. Parents and students, that pretty much concludes the tour of our campus virtually. I hope you enjoyed it. It also concludes our formal presentation for this evening. But please, parents and students, stick around. As you know from the prior email I sent you, we've set up two breakout sessions from 6:45 to 7:05 and from 7:10 to 7:30, where members of our various athletic, academic, or club departments are available for you to log on via Zoom and meet with teachers, moderators, club activity people, and they can answer any questions you might have. You might hear a little bit about their programs. Parents, this is kind of like almost a virtual version of a fair where you can kind of come in and visit different booths, enter a room, leave a room. You are free to come and go as you please. There's a 5-minute break, I believe, from 7:05 to 7:10, and then a second 20-minute session from 7:10 to 7:30. So parents, students, I hope you enjoyed our formal presentation. I really hope you take advantage of a chance to meet some of our faculty, our students, and our staff in the breakout sessions in the next 40 minutes or so. If you don't have access to the link that I sent you via email, the links are also available on our website, and they should be up and running right now as we speak. All right, everyone. Thank you so much for joining us this evening. We hope you have a good evening and enjoy the breakout sessions. Thank you. Take care.